Hello there, so welcome back to GDB Guitar Tuition. I'm Gary Brown. If we've met before, welcome back. If not, if this is your first time, welcome to GDB Guitar Tuition and the lesson with me today. Now, this is lesson 2 in the lesson that I've put together about using dominant 7th chords. If you haven't seen the first one, I'd recommend that you do, because it goes into obviously some stuff that you'll need to know. You'll find it on YouTube, and it's I think you'll enjoy it, and then when you finish that, come back and we'll see you then. For the rest of you that have seen the first one, E7, remember? We use that E7 there in the open position. We use the little D shape E7. We also use the C shape E7 with the open strings and the frets, the 5-7-5-7 thing that you remember before. So, lesson 2. Well, where do we go from here? Okay, let's have a look. Take your A7 chord, open position. If you're not familiar with A7, basically play an A chord, leave the second finger off. So you're just leaving the third string open, basically. You don't have to use those fingers, you can use the middle two fingers. I've seen people use those two. You like that, don't you? And as it happens, we're going to be using the third and fourth fingers, okay? Because what I meant was, you can, if you're staying down there, you can use any fingers, but to do what we're going to do now, you need to use fingers 3 and 4. Okay. Play it there, leaving these two free. Did it again. First finger is going to be used to bar in a minute, so just keep it free. Okay. Move these two to the 9th fret. That's the last single dot before your double dot on most guitars. So you've obviously got dots on the 3rd, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so you want these two fingers on the 9th fret. So that's 9th fret, strings 2 and 4. Okay. Once you've got those, you bar the 7th fret with your first finger, just up to the 5th string's fine. And that's an E7, because this root note is an E, and that's a 7 shape, because you've stolen it, in inverted commas, from down here. You've sort of nicked it and put it up here, okay? So, we've got another thing to add, haven't we? So we've got this, little open thing, and then this. Okay? Another way of playing an A7. Play A, put your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So you've got, if this was tabbed, it would be 0 on the 5th string, 2, 2, 2 on strings 4, 3 and 2, and then a 3 on string 1. Okay, so you can bar that, move it to the 9th fret. So you've literally just got this A-shaped bar chord, 7th fret, with this 4th finger added up to make it a dominant 7th chord. I'll show you that. That's on there like that. Okay. And you can just ignore the 1st finger bar and just use the 1st finger to bar fret 9, strings 1 to 4. So it's fret 9, strings 1, 2, 3, 4. And then use the 2nd finger to play the 10th fret of the 1st string. Okay, it's nice. It's you've got 5 options now, haven't you? So I've run out. I've lost count. So it's E7 here, E7 here, E7 here, E7 there, and a very similar one, E7 there. So loads of things you can do there. Let's have a go. My little thing on the end there. Okay, so almost there, aren't we? So we've got quite a few options. Suddenly, look at what we started with, E7. Simple as that, but we've added to it, and it's about building your way through the neck and looking at all the different shapes and really being able to use all those shapes. Okay, so the next one effectively really is the octave of the first chord that we did. So if you just play the first chord that we did, which is the E major chord without the 3rd finger. But what we're going to do, we're going to play it with the middle two fingers. So we've got 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. we've got second finger, first fret, third string. Okay. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to leave that first finger free again. Do you remember we've done that a few times now? Okay. Move it up to the 12th fret. So your first finger is barring the 12th fret, the double dots, the 2 dotted fret. Okay. With that little shape on it. Now from that shape you can steal the 12th fret of the 4th string, the 13th fret of the 3rd string, and the 12th fret of the 2nd string. So you get this. And it's basically just the same notes that you'd find in this barred chord, but you've just nicked them as a little triangle. So look at what we've got now. We've got the first chord, second chord, third chord, which is the C shape E7. We have the A shape 7th, dominant 7th on the 7th fret. We have the little barred bit with the extra finger on. And now we've got this little triangle. Okay. Lovely little chord that, I like that one. And also, just to round things off really, remember that chord that I said I just play with the little triangle without the root, okay, the second chord that we learnt I should say. You can put that up the octave so that your first finger's on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. 15th fret is easy to remember because it's the first dot after the 12th fret. Okay, so 15th fret on the 2nd string with your first finger, 16th fret on the 3rd string with your 2nd finger, and finally 16th fret of the 1st string with your 3rd finger. So I mean, you know, just mess around with it. That was just a bit of a jam there. So let's just recap over these 2 lessons now. We've got the E7 there, E7 there, 2nd position, so 2nd fret, and we've got the C7 shape that we moved up. Do you remember? We've got the open 6th string. We've got the 5-7 5-7 that you can just mess around with on 6th string and 5th string. There are loads of other notes, but it's just that they're handy because they're right there. We've got the barred A7 shape, so E7 on the A shape on the 7th fret. We have the little barred thing with the 9th fret and the 10th fret. I'll just recap that. That's first finger, strings 1 to 4, 9th fret, and then to round it off you put your 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the 1st string. Remember where we nicked that from? It was the open A7. Okay, so it's quite simple. We then took this little triangle, didn't we? And that was nicked from the barred E7. And then we just put this chord, the 2nd chord that we learnt in the sequence, up on the 15th fret. So let's just mess around with it. It's my own thing there. Enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been nice having you here. God bless. Bye bye.